All right, we're doing something different today. We're going to target some of our cold water species here in North Carolina. Some you may be familiar with, some you may not be. But it's a different setting, different type of fishing. We are quite a bit away from the big ocean, so let's see what we can find today. I see something here. 18 feet. Got no clue. Could just be a school of bait. Ooh, never mind, we got him. I was wondering. What is this? Species? What are you? Oh, white perch. These are panfish, related to striped bass, white bass. In terms of size, that's a good one. They'll get a little bit larger than this. Just gonna put my first one back as a good omen. But I think we will keep a few white perch today. They are tasty. All right, let's save that as a waypoint so we don't lose it. Could be our perch honey hole for the day. This one might be a little better. Oh yeah, that's a nicer one. Little fried perch. White perch tastes great out of cold water. They don't get much bigger than this, so it's one of those things that's 12 and a half. Get a little bit bigger than this, but not that much bigger. Biggest ones I've ever seen were like 14s, so but these aren't bad. And then we're gonna switch it up. I was using a blade bait. I just switched to a shad. Really rather try to keep the little guys off. Ooh, a Mackinaw one. Oh yeah, you know the Mac's gonna pick out some big plumpers out of the mix there. If we had some chum, we could get them going on top water probably, I bet. Man, you would think the bigger bait would always get the bigger one, man. Not quite. There we go. There we go. That's a stud right there. Cast and retrieve on the Mackinaw. That's not a bad one. All right. Oh. Something different. Nice white perch. It's hilarious. There you go. Crawling it. That's a nice one. You gotta let him suck it down. Striper, 100%. See him yet? Oh, doubled up! Me too. Mine's also a striper. And that were big bluefish. That's what it feels like. That's sick. That's awesome. Doubled up on stripers here. About 30 inches probably. Nice striper, man. Oh, Abram, we doubled up. All right, we doubled up on some stripes. Wow. See you later, dude. Good times. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Beagle's eating bait here.
I see it. All right, guys, got ourselves a decent striper here. Can't keep striped bass here, so we're gonna let him go. Water 63. We should be good to go. All right, we're cruising around flats now, deep water flats. I'm gonna try to locate these stripers and white perch again. Probably mixed schools, both species is my guess. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Looks like we got a couple here. Little marks, white perch, striper, who knows? This is on the Mackinac shad. Striped bass you cannot keep, white perch you can. So, one, not the other. There we go. Striper. Yep. Awesome. A little bit smaller than the other one, actually. Nice. Good to see. Loaded up on this flat pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh my gosh, I'm stacked with fish here. They're out and about on the feed, prowling. Schoolie stripers, huh? That's a nice one. What do you think about that? All right, we're able to start taking off a couple layers. That's 2 striped bass and some nice white perch. Got some scattered white perch on the screen. Stripers are about. So let's see if we get a couple more right now. See, that's what we're jigging on all morning. I don't know how important the bait situation is. Maybe not very much. So, but it seems important to use a profile that's definitely quite a bit large enough to stay away from the a really small perch. You want nothing to do with those. All right, that hot and heavy bite got kind of quiet now. That's the lure we're using. That's a mini Mackinac shad, black and chartreuse. 25, 30 feet of water seems to be the area. There's fish kind of scattered all throughout. Nice fat perch there. So the white perch, it's the same family as the striped bass. The season on striped bass is closed here, but the white perch you can keep. Fish are all about ledges, man. Stripers, white perch. Okay. I guess that's a white perch. $30 feet. It's a deep one. Is that a greenie? Oh, the green bass. Also, this one's seen better days. Seems like we're getting more greens on the metals. And he's a skinny fish. It's got decent length, but it's not quite plump for the fall, that's for sure. Peace. All right, it's been a pretty good morning. Got like 5 tasty white perch in my cooler, 2 striped bass, a couple largemouths. So that's a pretty cool tidal mixed bag. Fish were definitely on the move. They were like cruising a like 20 to 30 foot, just hard bottom flat. And I'm looking now to try to locate them again. Not seeing them, so just slow cruising. Let's see if we can find a couple more of that. Packing this one in, kind of a fun fall day. It's beautiful out now. We had a little transitionary period, so I decided to try something different. Marking fish on the sonar was pretty important for sure, but as soon as I located a patch of perch, used those little blade baits. Any small metal lure would have worked for them, and then kind of upsizing that profile through the school. You know, these stripers, you know, 27 to 30 inches. These aren't the ocean going class of fish, so it's kind of a different experience, you know, fishing catfish, largemouth, white perch, all that stuff. Not quite the fish busting on menhaden schools out front. No, it's very different. But yeah, going to that bigger profile, those stripers were mixed with those white perch. We're picking out white perch and then boom, stripers in the mix. So there's going to be affiliate links in the video's description, everything we used. Mini max for the stripers, a couple white perch on those too, obviously, and blade baits. Really, I think that's all we ended up using, and some chunk bait. Oh yeah, one last thing. You're like, how come you're not on the autopilot? Other day I did something a little silly with it. It's a minor fix. When I plugged in the Minn Kota trolling motor, I guess it was a little loose, and it caused some severe arcing and melted the plastic. So I gotta change the plug out. So that's why, the only reason I'm not on it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. You know, the fishing's changing this time of year. We'll have speckled trout. We'll have some ocean fishing still. It's gonna be probably different than it was, you know, in October, November. And a lot of this type of fishing, largemouth, catfish. It's gonna be the winter stuff. We'll do some traveling though. My YouTube budget does not let me travel everywhere all the time, up and down the coast, etc., etc. So got to do with what's practical for me to fish and something I enjoy. So hope you guys enjoyed. Good stuff.